Hello everyone. Today we will demonstrate the instructions to apply to Lone Star College using your ApplyTexas application tool. So we're going to go ahead and get started and enter ApplyTexas on the Google search option, and then we're going to select applytexas.org. As it loads, you will quickly notice that it's a blue page, and this is how it should look like. And if you haven't already created an account for your ApplyTexas, go ahead and do so now. And you will first encounter a page where you have to enter your personal biographical information, like your first name, your last name, your date of birth, where were you born, your home address, your phone number, etc. But due to the fact that I already have an account and I'm showing you how to complete your ApplyTexas application, I'm going to go ahead and log in now. And at any time you could stop the video and do it yourself, okay? So again, we're going to go ahead and have our profile completed already. Remember, this is where your first, your last name, your home address, all that stuff goes. And then once you have that complete, you are able to access the My Applications tab, and you're going to go ahead and create a new application now. And you are going to create a 2-year admissions application, so that's your choice. You will go ahead and look for Lone Star College System, and that is the correct college. Then a yellow box will pop up, and it's going to say if you are still in high school and if this application is for dual credit enrollment, and you are going to select yes, and you will hit continue. Now you will select either the spring 2021 semester if you are going to start your dual credit program in the spring of 2021, or you will select fall 2021 if that's when you're starting your dual credit program. Okay, so we're gonna hit one selection and continue. Now it's asking you to select a school, and honestly this is the most general application, so we're going to go ahead and select the first school choice of program as Arts and Humanities and Communication, because this is where the multidisciplinary studies degree is, which is equivalent to your Associates of Arts. And you will see that it's multidisciplinary study of Associates of Arts. This is General Associates of Arts, but if in the near future you want to change it, you're more than welcome to do so and change it. Remember, it's not permanent to your career. This is not something that it's graved in stone where you can no longer change it. You have the access to change it whenever you want. Okay. Now again, this is your biographical information. It's just going over it with you. Remember to have had filled out all the fields with the red mark on there if you haven't already done so. As you know, you do not have to enter a social security number because it doesn't have a red mark. It is optional, but it does ask where you're born, when were you born, your full legal name, your last name, your first name, your middle initial. Your number 4 doesn't have a red asterisk. Remember, it's only the red asterisk that you have to mark, okay? So go ahead and your place of birth, if you're a U.S. citizen. Don't answer number 8, it's not required. Answer number 9 because it is required, so this is your permanent address. And if your permanent address is different from your physical address, go ahead and enter that information here. Your phone numbers are also required pieces of information, so go ahead and enter that for me. Your emergency contact, this is very important. Go ahead and enter your parents or your legal guardian or whoever is taking care of you's information on this section. Now, your student email address, please make sure that these are email addresses where you're easily reached, and preferably your personal email address. I don't recommend you using at all your district school's email address, because 9 out of 10 your email addresses you provide with the school that the school gives you, you really have access to it, and it's blocked, so you don't have access to your information you'll put for ApplyTexas. So just go ahead and put your personal email address here. Your family background is optional. Your ethnicity and race is optional. Number 15 is also optional. Your gender is also optional. Number 17 is asking you if you were ever placed in a foster care or adopted care in Texas. So select your best choice of answer, and you're going to click Save Changes. It's asking you to verify your address, so yes, that's the address I have, and I'm verifying it, so go ahead and click Save Changes. Now, it's kind of giving you an overview of what you have selected already, and if it all looks correct, go ahead and click Yes, and save your pages. Now, it's going to ask you to find your high school name of record. This is up to you. You know where you go to high school. You know what high school you belong to. If you go to MacArthur, if you go to Blanson, if you go to Avalos, or if you're in the Spring District, if you go to Spring Early College, or if you go to any other school in the Spring District, you know the name of your school. If not, go ahead and ask your counselor. But because I have to put something here in the school of choice, I'm gonna put my school of choice. Again, this is just your school, your high school. Remember, this is very important, so please make sure that you're not selecting a different school. Okay, it's going to ask you for the year you will graduate. So for the most part, if you're a senior right now, you will graduate 2021. So go ahead and select that. But it's really up to you. You should know your high school graduation year. It's really important that it's asking you if you are a homeschool student. Go ahead and select no. Go ahead and skip number 2, number 3, and all the way number 4, as they are not required answers. And we are now at the educational information. Do you take tech prep courses? No. Now indicate what is your admission basis. Make sure it says dual credit. And please indicate the primary reason for attending this college, and it is to earn an associate's degree for 2 years. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save changes there as well. Now, your residency information. Now, make sure that you are answering anything in red. Remember, everything in red must be answered. So it's asking you if you file your own federal income tax as an independent taxpayer. No, you don't. So go ahead and click no. It's asking you if you are claimed as a dependent by your parents, or your guardian, meaning your parents pay taxes for you. Yes, for the most part they do. So you go ahead and click and save changes and go on to the next one. Now, these resident information questions are based on you and your family, so please answer accordingly to what you know, to the best of your knowledge. And any information that you answer here will not be used against you. So just go ahead and answer the questions with the red asterisk only, okay? It's asking you if your parent or legal guardian upon whom you base claim is a residency, a claim of residency, a U.S. citizen. Yes or no. If you click yes, go ahead and answer number 2. If you click no, it's going to ask you additional questions. So if you want to go ahead and click no, and go all the way down to none of the above. If you are unsure, does this parent or legal guardian live in Texas? You either select yes or you select no. But for the most part, I know most of your legal guardians or your parents live here in Texas because they are taking care of you, right? So number 3 you could skip. Number 4 you could skip because they don't have red asterisks by them. Number 5 you could skip as well because they don't have red asterisks by them. Number 6 you do have to answer. Has your legal or parent guardian been gainfully employed in Texas? You can say yes or you can say no, but this means do they have a job? Yes or no. Does your parent or legal guardian receive support from a social agency? Meaning, do they receive help from the government? Yes or no. Is your parent or legal guardian married to the person whom you claim? For the purposes of this, I would just go ahead and click no because we didn't answer number 5 or number 6. So go ahead and click no. And it's going to avoid you all other questions. And it's going to ask you if you indicated yes, but you didn't indicate yes. So go ahead and save and continue. And it's going to ask me, we could just guesstimate the years, and it's going to be to establish a home. And we could go ahead and save and continue. And if you got this little box of general comments, you have made it through the residency questions, so congratulations. For the general comments, you don't have to enter anything, so go ahead and save and continue. Now, this is just an overview of the questions you have answered, so save and continue the page. Now, it's asking you required additional questions, so if it's required, answer it. If it's not required, don't answer it. Aldine, or if you're in the Spring District, but you belong to Aldine for the most part, or the Spring District. So make sure you ask your counselor if you are unsure what district you belong to. This is optional, so you could just hit save and acknowledge. This is also optional. Save and acknowledge question. This is an optional question, so hit acknowledge question. This is optional. Save and acknowledge question. This is required. Do you intend to take only online classes? No. Save and acknowledge questions. Do you want to receive text from Lone Star colleges? Yes, because it's very important to have a hold of you. Do you want calls from Lone Star College? Yes, again, because in doubt, case of emergency, we are able to reach you and let you know what's going on with the college. Financial responsibility, go ahead and just click agree for me. And delivery method, again, go ahead and click agree for me. Save and acknowledge questions. Save and complete this page. And ta-da, you are almost done. Go ahead and for me, click these little 3 boxes. And then just go ahead and click yes, that you understand that all the information you have entered is correct, and that if the ApplyTexas has to reach you, you will be able to provide information. But that's it. Once you have reached this final box, remember that this is you. Once you click that little box and you submit application, you are completing application for ApplyTexas, and you will receive email within 24 hours with your Lone Star College information, and all this will be communicated and given to your high school counselor. Okay, so once you did that, go ahead and click submit application out, and you are completed. Again, you will receive an email within about 2 days from Lone Star College, and you will be given that Lone Star ID number and confirmation to your high school counselor. Thank you, and I hope this video helps you.